Hi, everybody. Hey, we have room for more people in the middle of this hallway back here. If you guys want to come around from either side, there's plenty of room currently. At least add a few more people to stand and get a little closer. So if you want to move your way and scoot over. Missouri is my home. It's good to be back home. Born and raised in the Kansas City area, went to Grandview High School in Jackson County, Missouri. And on the way here, I parked in Bill Eigel's parking space. I heard it was open. I walked through the parking lot. I saw Rick Bratton's office. It was incredible. Very nice, right there in the parking lot. And the furniture was all there. It was incredible. What a nice little setup they've given these guys. Also, I spoke with Capitol Police. Nancy Pelosi's daughter is not here filming a documentary about an insurrection. I see in front of me American patriots and Missouri patriots. This is exactly what the Founding Fathers envisioned when they drafted our founding documents, which are inspired by God and written by men. And you represent the best of what the grassroots is. We have in front of us a challenge. You know that this rhino issue is in so many ways worse than what I call them the Communist Socialist Party. There are no more Democrats. In the elected class especially, there are no more Democrats. They have blended communism and socialism together, and they are the Communist Socialist Party. They are not a pro-America political party. Evidence of the obvious is sufficient. You start at the border. Who's worried about our border? We don't even have a border anymore. We don't. And if we think that people aren't coming in with designs to harm us, we're fooling ourselves. Yesterday, on the way out here, back here to Jefferson City, there's an app, and I'll have to get this posted. It's whoownsThisLand.com or something like that. You know, on the drive here from my home near Kansas City, it said that there were 46 instances of land that is owned by foreign nationals, and China among them. Who in the world in their right mind sells any American land to China? Who does that? Governor Parsons does. Communist socialists do. We have got to stand up. We have to make sure that our voices are heard here.
Okay, thanks for coming today. This is a statement from us, we the people. This is government of the people. We came together as a group. We're representing you folks, and we're sending a message to Jeff City, and we're making a proclamation. Here it goes. Whereas we believe that all political power is vested in and derived from the people, all government originates from the people, is founded upon their will only, and is instituted solely for the good of the whole, by protecting their fundamental God-given rights. We believe that members of the Freedom Caucus are rightfully representing the will of the people, and have demonstrated great courage in the face of political threats and public demeaning of their character. We also believe that the Missouri Senate leadership has failed to lead the Senate in protecting our God-given rights, and have placed a priority on pleasing special interests at the expense of the good of the whole. Today we make the following proclamation and call for Senate leadership to do the following. Reinstate Senators Eigel, Bratton, and Hoskins to their committee chairmanships. Restore funding for expenses and Senate staff and repay in full for any lost wages. Return all furniture, furnishings, and parking spaces. We call for the resignations of Senators Rowden, we call for the resignation of Senator O'Laughlin, Furthermore, we call on GOP Chair Nick Myers to enforce adherence to the platform. Implement the following policies. Whereas protecting the unborn and the right to self-defense, amen, the unborn and the right to self-defense are fundamental rights and central to the tenets of the Republican platform. Any senator who opposes or inhibits passage of legislation to protect the unborn or restrict Missourians' right to self-defense shall be deemed in violation of the party platform and denied access to file as a Republican candidate for any statewide office for the next 12 months. Furthermore, and finally, we encourage the Senate to make sure that they do not
succeed in the Marxist agenda.
Okay, hang on here. Okay, on the final gubernatorial appointment, we want to make sure that IP reform bill that they're going to pass tomorrow goes on the August ballot. Amen? Okay, thanks everybody. Let's go.
Stars.
Thank you, everybody. State Senator Denny Hoskins for Warrensburg, Missouri. We want our state back. I'll tell you a little secret. When I was up on the Senate floor today, I heard a couple of my Republican Senate colleagues, and they were joking around. They said, hey, you want to go to that little rally that the Freedom Caucus are having? I bet there'd be probably a couple dozen people are there, and maybe we'll speak to them. Guess what? You showed up in force today. We are only here because of you. You have the right to hire us, and you have the right to fire us. Unfortunately, we have too many legislative elected officials that forget that you are the boss. You are the boss. When we started filibustering a couple weeks ago, we said initiative petition reform is the #1 priority, not just from the Freedom Caucus, but also for the Republican Party. We need to protect our Constitution. We must protect our Constitution, and the only way to do that is through initiative petition reform. So when we filibustered a couple weeks ago, we said we need all those initiative petition bills referred to committee. And guess what? Because of your support to us, you all going on social media, you all sending out letters of support, we got those bills referred last Thursday. And because of your support and what you did in order to support us by calling out our leadership here in the Senate and saying, hey, what you're doing is not right. If initiative petition is reform, or reform is a priority, we can't wait till the last day of session to pass it. And so we had a hearing on initiative petition reform yesterday because of you all. And I'm excited to report that because of you all, we stood up and filibustered all night long, and guess what? Those bills, those initiative petition bills were voted out of committee about an hour ago. Yes, and so the bill that was voted
big red ideas. They couldn't hear us. And we talked and we talked and we talked. And they told us to sit down and shut up. They told us to be silent. And we kept talking. And you know what? You know what? They can hear us now. Great patriots just like yourself. And I want you to know, they are every bit as frustrated and disappointed and as angry as you are. And my message to you, if you hear my voice, no matter what corner of the state you come from, I want you to know, you are not alone. There are patriots all over Missouri that are tired of the status quo or the swamp preventing this state from being the leader that we know we can be in these United States. And all we have to do is defeat the swamp that's telling us to be afraid. They are telling us that we cannot get to that better future of Missouri, whether it's a future where we pass an petition reform. Or it's a future where, hey, we're going to get rid of your personal property tax. Tell you what, we're going to get our elections. Let's get rid of those machines. Ideas will win because they win every 2 years in the ballot box here in the state of Missouri. Yeah. And I want you to know, don't be afraid. Don't let the swamp tell you where we can go or we can't go. Don't let it tell you that we can't get to that better place. We're going to get to that better place. And the swamp, those in this building that have forgotten what they told you in campaign season, those are the ones that cannot imagine. They cannot imagine that a group of patriots like this, and folks all over this state, are going to show up in 2024, and we're going to change the world. That has come out and support the members of the Freedom Caucus over the past 2 weeks. Central committees have come out denouncing the inaction of our Senate leadership team, and these 11 Central committees represent almost 40% of the Missouri population. I tell you, when we go out and we are talking or reading a book out on the floor, or taking a few extra steps because they took our parking spaces, or sitting on the floor of our office, or took our furniture. I want you to know that what keeps us going, what keeps us going is knowing that no matter how many people in this building don't like what we're doing, you all agree with us.